From today, I will work and form alliance with the North and to crush all other opposition. Because those people hate us. Whatever we do for them does not mean anything to them. Whatever job people do to them does not mean anything to them. All over Ijoland. We will take this message that it's only the Northerners that can work with the job people. We cannot work with the Yoruba people. They are betrayers to us. We risked our life, voted, did everything. This is what we get.
It's a pleasure welcoming you, sir. Good morning.
I'm Mr. Lajude, my name.
Thank you very much. Asari in his latest viral video has condemned Tinubu and the Yorubas, calling them betrayers, that they have sabotaged his effort in making sure that Tinubu clings to power. All his role he played to ensure that Tinubu is there has not been compensated. His own people has been relegated to the background. There is no any compensation, of course, for him for working for Tinubu. He's not eating alone as usual. He said the Yorubas are betrayers and chameleons. Do you agree with that, being a Yoruba man?
Well, as much as Asari has right to his own views, his own opinion, his own position on things, I won't contest his own position with him. I would rather make my observation known about his antecedents, what I know about him, what I've known him to be, since I've known him as a former warlord in the Niger Delta to the present time. I won't go to the era when he was a warlord. I want to talk about the era where he is identified as a supporter of Tinubu, where everybody knows all about the world that he's one of the front liner of Tinubu. We are all in this country to know when Asari went to the press, went to the air, to the social media, thanking God, celebrating Tinubu when he emerged as the president, calling him names, praising him to high heavens as his preferred candidate that he will work for. When he even said he has helped him several times, he bailed him out when his family was a problem. He praised Tinubu to high heavens. He was talking about Tinubu singularly. He was not talking about Yorubas in joining, alongside with Tinubu. Now he's talking about Tinubu. Now he's condemning Tinubu now, as much as now condemning the Yoruba race. So the question we should now ask Asari is that what was his interest that he thought would be protected when Tinubu came in? He has told us about his interest that was protected when Tinubu was not yet the president. How he gave him money, how he helped his family members, how he supported him, how he benefited financially from him when he was not yet the president. That was his interest that was protected as at that time. Now we should not ask Asari Dokubo what were his interests that he thought would be protected by Tinubu administration have you come into office. That is now either not protected again, or seem to be threatened, or seem to will never be met. That's the question we ask him. You are the one who came to the public and celebrating Tinubu when he became president. Praise him to high heavens. That means there's an anticipation, there's hope there's a hope you thought will be met. As he has rightly said, that he didn't remember him, he didn't compensate him, he's releasing alone. That means if you consider Asari Dokubo's utterances, it borders on personal interest. It has nothing to do with his people. So it was just being smart to be using his people as a platform to be championing his personal political interest. Now the question we ask him is that he should come, just as he came to the public to celebrate Tinubu, that he has done so much. As if he has told us that Tinubu did much for him in time past. He should also tell us what were his expectations that he has said in his statement that was not being met now, that he expects Tinubu to meet, or his fear that those expectations will not be met forever. He should tell us then. He should not face Tinubu squarely on that alone. Now, Mr. President, these are my expectations of my personal gains from you that I thought you will be met. that are not being met, that I thought may even not be met, give it to me as my dues for having supported you. He should be bold enough to come out and say that to the public. Let his own personal ambition which shall be pursuing, which you know is all about his selfish interest, it's all about his self ambition, self seeking. He should come out boldly and say it to the public. As I said, he was not compensated for supporting Tinubu. He should come out and also name it to the public and let people know that, oh, Mr. President, these are the expression of this man for a personal reason that was not met. Can you do anything? Those who are loyally to a president like him, can they rally around the president and appeal to Mr. President, please, this is one of your supporters is crying for compensation, appreciation. What can you do for him? And let it be soft on that note, on that level. Not to be now going to the extent of now disparaging a whole race, Yoruba race, calling them betrayer. Is it the same Tinubu he praised that helped him before? Is not a betrayer. As if forgetting that the same man he's calling is a Yoruba man. He's not a Nigerian man. The same Tinubu he praised when he came to power, that he helped him, he supported his family, he gave him money, financial support. Is it the same Tinubu that Yoruba man now is not the betrayer?
Just to make it worse, he said that he's going to form alliance with the North to dislodge Tinubu come 2027. That he's not going to pitch his tent with a Yoruba man who is considered to be, of course, betrayers. What is your take on this? Forming an alliance with the North against Tinubu?
I would advise the Northerners to be aware of Asari Dokubo. If he's coming to them for anything, he's coming to them for his own personal selfish motive, selfish ambition, selfish interest. Just as the same Tinubu he praised that helped him in the time past, that is not turning around to blackmail, to disgrace, to rubbish. The same thing we will do to the Northerners. Let the Northerners not think that they see an ally that will help them in their cause, their political cause. Rather, that you see a self-seeking, a personally interested person who is only after his own selfish interest, selfish motive, and beware of him, never to allow him to have their way, not to have his way with them. Asari is a self-seeking person that is seeking for his personal interest. Whether he likes it or not, let him go and form billions alliances with the North to destroy Tinubu. Just as he will be counted as an opposition side, there will only be people that will be on the supporter side of Tinubu who work for his election. Asari Dokubo is free as citizens to go and form his association with anybody he likes. Nobody is blocking him. But let those who want to associate with him know that it's not coming there for their interest. It's coming there for his selfish personal interest, and they should not give him any space. They should mark him out, every inch and inch, every second by second. That it's not there for their interest. It's there for his selfish interest, and they should allow him to have his way with them. They should allow him to use them as a base, as a selfish one to achieve his own selfish interest, which he said to do. But I only caution him on one statement. I'm not concerned about his relationship with Tinubu, but it's a personal relationship with Tinubu. He said Tinubu has helped him before. He came out to praise him. Now his expectation is no longer being met. He's frustrated, a frustrated man. So whatever I say about Tinubu, that's their own personal relationship. That's their own personal thing. I'm only cautioning him going ahead to be talking about Yoruba race in general. That will be sadder for him. It will be too much for him to handle. I'm telling him, it will be too much for Asari to handle. If you leave it Tinubu as an identity, as an individual, going to a Yoruba race, entire Yoruba race, let him know that Yoruba race are not only in Nigeria, they are all over the world. You have all Yoruba race to contend with, which will be too much for him to be here. If a village prepare a food for a man, he can't finish it. But if one man prepare food for a village, it will be enough for the villagers to consume. It will be too silent, it will be too horrible for Asari to be going against the whole Yoruba race, talking against Yoruba race. It will be too terrible for it will be too much for him to comprehend of what will be before him. But he's talking about a whole race now, and you have a whole race to contend with. So let him limit his attack to Tinubu alone, of which I have no issue with him about that. That's his own personal matter with Tinubu. Let him resolve with Tinubu. if he's frustrated with Tinubu now, that it's not he said what's dealing for Tinubu personally. That's his own cup of tea. But I'm only warning him, let him leave Yoruba race as an entity out of that battle, because it'll be too much for him to contend with. He can't survive it. It'll be too much for him. How many Yoruba people you want to contend with? If you think it's a militant, we have people on ground in Yoruba land that will engage him, that will take him off. So let him caution his statement, limit his statement, not to be dabbling to entirety of Yoruba race. Let him face Tinubu alone, which I have no interest. Whatever happen between me and Tinubu is a personal relationship. If the relationship has gone so now, that's it. Initially it was going Ogun notes. Nobody was in between them. But now that has gone so it's frustrated. It's not getting what is expected. Let him take up the matter personally with Tinubu and get it up. I leave Yoruba race a whole tribe out of the matter. Let him not dabble into it, or else he will burn his fingers. I'm telling you, because Yoruba race will not be they will not sit back and be looking at him destroying their race.
Exactly, just as he always disparage the Igbo race. I think he can also extend that to other ethnic nationalities, but it's quite unfortunate that he is known for this.
Well, if the Igbos leave him and allow him to be disparaging their tribe, I won't speak for Igbos. I'm speaking for Yoruba race, Yoruba tribe, which I am from. I'm telling Asari Dokubo, let him limit his attack to Tinubu based on their personal relationship. As level you want to go with Tinubu, is a personal relationship. When they sort out themselves now, they'll be on good terms again. So why should I take their matter up? I'm concerned about this. But I'm not concerned about my tribe, which is disparaging. Those who are close to him should warn him. Yes, they should warn him. He should distance from that. He should not include that in his matter with Tinubu. He's free to go to any extent with Tinubu. Tinubu has the possibility to defend him. I'm not defending Tinubu. Let Asari Tinubu know that I'm not defending Tinubu. Let Asari Tinubu know that I am not defending Tinubu. I'm saying whatever happened between him and Tinubu is a personal relationship. Let him and Tinubu sort it out. I'm not siding Tinubu. I'm not defending him. I'm not condemning him. If it's as much as now it's not being messed with Tinubu, let him know how to get it done, sort it out, and get it compensated. But you should leave your race out of it. That's the only area I'm telling him, because he can't cope with it. He won't be able to handle it.
Thank you once again. We do appreciate, of course, your time and submissions here.